So trying to predict what the Federal Reserve is going to do is pretty much a losing bet. The Fed has boosted interest rates 11 times since March 2022, but things have been worse. For example, in 1980, they actually reached 19% for fixed mortgage rates. We're currently around 8%, so pretty lucky here. Still, they've increased significantly in a small amount of time, and that's the big difference. And one of the biggest drivers of inflation is supply chain problems. High prices are causing shortages in the market for goods and services. So why did this happen? Well, if you remember, during the pandemic, there was a labor shortage, which we all remember. So they started to attract people back into the labor market by increasing wages. And wages are what you call sticky. So once you increase them, it's very hard to lower them. So now we have higher prices, and that price level isn't coming down. But we can hope that eventually the rate of inflation will come down. And one of the biggest factors in determining if inflation is coming down is our economy. And what I mean by that, for example, if oil prices go back up, that will fuel more inflation because almost everything you buy has to be shipped. Another one is housing. While the sale of homes has gone down, of course, we all know prices haven't.
One of the reasons we don't have enough supply of housing right now is because you have people like myself. I have a 30-year fixed rate mortgage at 3%. I'm not going anywhere. So the residential real estate market depends on is churn. Is people upgrading and then new people entering. Well, right now, the people that have a house, they're not going.
So as always, there's good and bad news here. Now, if you have debt right now, even if interest rates stay, you're going to continue paying 20 to 21% interest on your debit or credit card. If you're going to buy a house, your fixed rate mortgage will be somewhere between 7 to 8% interest, like I mentioned, depending on your credit. But if you've been able to save, before, your money was getting close to 0% interest. Now you can go to a bank, just park your money there and get somewhere from either 5 to 6% interest with no risk. Now, economists I spoke to made a brave prediction that the Fed will stay at these interest rates and then reevaluate whether they need to increase them again at the beginning of 2024. Local 12 has more consumer stories just like this. Don't forget to click the links and press subscribe.